and protect your humble servant.
If I remember correctly, you can also actually interact with the statue more than the usual teleport waypoint.
Amidst the placid little pond, the face of a goddess lies half submerged in the water. Rivulets stream from her deep-set eyes like endless cascades of sunlit tears. You feel peaceful in her presence, soothed somehow by an intangible comfort.
Lavender's intrigued to notice this is another statue of Amadia, very like the one he saw in the dungeons of Fort Joy. Seems to be that she kinda was patron of this island or something.
As you gaze upon her loving face, you find yourself drawn into a trance-like state. A voice seems to reach you from within your mind and from the furthest reaches of the stars. Its whispers caress you like a breeze.
Being curious, Lavender listens intently. He exposes himself to this unearthly voice.
The voice grows stronger, like a breeze picking up. What were whispers become words.
My children, my children. Gone are my children. Dead are they in the cradle I have wrought.
I wonder about what children she's talking. I mean, if it's Amadia, about wizards? Is she talking about us, like the elven mages who mostly perished? I'm sorry to hear that few fates are worse than yours, having lost your children.
A feeling of indescribable sadness assails you. It feels like your heart merges with the spirits, torn together by a coil of thorns.
My child, weep with me for the mother who has lost. Weep with me and bathe in the tears of Amadia.
Knowing the backstory and the perishing of all the elves in Rivellon, that keeps his own sorrows quiet, but let her grief overcome him and weep for children.
Your tears mingle with those of the goddess down in the tranquil crystalline pond. As suddenly as it came, the voice is gone, and you wake from its presence as if from dream-filled slumber. The pond now shines with an inner light, and standing in its waters, you feel rejuvenated, pure, as if born anew.
Amadia's grace, blessings upon this day.
Fane probably doesn't really like that, right? Yeah.
Smoke, screams,
Damage for him.
echoes of death.
I gotta say,
Amadia.
it's even more interesting actually if you play one of the origin characters, because then you get like something specific about them. And yeah, apparently as a custom character, you share just Amadia's plight. But otherwise, for example, for Lohse, it's about her connection to her visitor. For Fane, it's about, well, the loss of the Eternals. I don't remember, I never tried it for the others. I don't think you can do it more than once. Right with
The goddess's tears still stream freely, but an aura of loving calm now permeates the soft, moist air.
Ifan bows his head, closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and calls to her. Yeah, now it's just a waypoint. Really one very cool scene here, I think. If we can talk to Gratiana. And before doing that, we had two options, and you always have like either embracing the sadness or like revolting against it. And if you embrace the sadness, you have this blessed steam around here. Like a good outcome, kinda. And if you give into anger and kind of revolt against the voice in Amadia's head, I guess, then this whole thing turns into blood.
The birds are asleep. The moon's in the sky.
By Amadia's grace, what did you do?
And if the whole thing is blood, Gratiana is also really besides herself. It's like, what happened? How did we anger you? And yeah, there's also one other consequence later on, but you will see that. Well, the statue spoke to me, and then there was mist everywhere, so I don't know.
This is incredible. In all my years, I've never seen the goddess bestow her blessing on someone. I am humbled to be in your presence.
This is normal. So why is that happening?
Perhaps once, when the 7 gods were still strong. But it has been many years since this was anything other than a pond for me to pray at.
Imagine being a priestess for gods who knows how long at a shrine, and then just a random elf walks in and it's like, hey.
Amadia's strength waned when the divine Lucian accepted the power of the 7. This is most unusual.
Makes sense.
Truly we are blessed to know you. If Amadia favors you, that is all I need to know. Go in peace, brother.
So close your sweet eyes. Rest your wee head.
Okay. So many broken source colors.
Maybe we should fortify this place. Make a stand.
Smoke and screams.
No.
Echoes of
We don't have
death.
the time. Think,
You're
damn it.
called Exter?
Gareth,
Gareth would know what to do.
Sounds like there's a D missing.
A young man in oversized armor paces around a table covered with a spread of maps, his face a tight scowl of frustration.
Anything interesting you sell? Oh, you do. Scoundrel and polymorph. Lots of nice armor. You will be robbed, my dear friend.
Every approach blocked. Oh, damn it. What good are battle tactics against those things anyway?
He glances up. In quick succession, he becomes aware of both your presence and the fact that you're not a familiar face.
Who the blazes are you?
You know, just your average visitor. A sorcerer fled from Fort Joy.
A sorcerer. Indeed. I should have realized. A seeker can always recognize a sorcerer when they see one.
Not really sure about that, are you? Well, jokes aside, I think I have some bad news for you. You know, in Fort Joy's dungeons, I saw an elf named Verdus. You mentioned a group who might seek him out. I guess that's you.
You meant Verdus? Then he's as good as dead. We're the seekers he spoke of. We were supposed to free him. Instead, we failed him.
Pot. Yeah, there was an orb thing which I couldn't really make any sense of. When I met Verdus, he recognized me as the same as him. Any idea what that means?
You, a Godwoken? Surely not.
Special.
Though if Verdus said so.
And I mean, from the things we heard so far, that means that we are one of the people who might become divine.
You could be important, but there's no way to be certain until we've left this blasted island behind us.
You know, I'm completely fine with that. The sooner we can leave this shithole, the better.
The young man anxiously fidgets with his curved bow. You've found a matter close to his heart, evidently.
That's easier said than done, I'm afraid. Much easier said. The Magisters have us cornered. They have these weapons called Shriekers. If we try to go against them unprepared, we're dead. We've lost many already.
I mean, there must be a way to overcome these things, right? Nothing's invincible after all.
There's weapons, ancient devices that can counter those things. Our leader, Sir Gareth, set out to find them so we could break the Magister blockade and escape this island.
Okay. Another guy is sending us for Gareth.
But he hasn't returned. If Sir Gareth doesn't come back with those weapons in tow, well, this island will be our grave.
You know, I've actually heard before about Gareth, but not really, like, what's he like?
Sir Gareth? He's the finest seeker I know. I'm honored to serve as his squire. He wouldn't let us down. Not unless something's gone horribly wrong.
If you're his squire, why are you here and not with him? Okay, you know, worry not. I will look for Gareth and these weapons. If that's what takes us to get us off this island.
You'll help us?
His shoulders visibly relax, the weighty armor upon them settling with a clink.
Thank you. Allies are in short supply in this place. If you help us, I promise we'll get you as far away from this place as possible.
Sounds like a deal, but before we do that, I have some more questions.
Please ask. Whatever helps.
Okay, first thing first, what exactly brought you here to this place in the first place? I mean, before you were attacked. Joy isn't really like the most joyous place.
We came to free an elf called Verdus from Fort Joy. He was a Godwoken. He could have been the next divine, but we failed him.
Interesting. All the way just for... well, just for one Godwoken. I wonder how they came to you about him. I mean, we know the answers to the other questions, so... just out of curiosity, you know, keeping the goal in mind, what happens if we manage to defeat the Magisters?
The Magister flagship, the Lady Vengeance, she's anchored at the old harbour. Once the way is clear, we're to take her and get the hell out of here.
Nice. But before we end this talk...
Smoke and screams.
oh, damn it. I can't steal from you, so
Come back.
we are going to talk to this lady first. Ifan?
A young man in oversized armor.
Yes. We're going to talk to her, then we're going to distract her, and then we're going to steal from him. It's a nice banner. Moon with some stars.
The young woman twists her hands together to warm them at the campfire, fingernails bitten to the quick. Noticing your attention, she looks up at you like a startled deer.
Oh boy, sounds like anxiety.
Sorry I've no welcome drink or anything, but the misery here.
Idara of the Four Sisters, which is also part of one of the, what's it called? Not toy box, gift bag, of the gift bag mods included in the game.
She gestures half-heartedly at the suffering of the shelter's wounded.
That seems so random. It appears that a distinctive nose. You know, do you have any relations to Jarvan Esmir, the famed magical scholar?
Yes, I'm his granddaughter. My sisters and I followed in his footsteps. We set up a business making our own magical trinkets and traveling to sell them.
How the heck do I recognize the nose of a famed magical scholar? What the heck?
I tagged along with the Seekers for safe passage, but I never knew how bad this situation could get. And now there's nowhere for me to go.
Seriously, I can't even remember names. How can Lavender recognize noses? Did you ever look at someone and were like, oh, you have a nose like that guy?
Most of my wares were lost in the attack, but I did manage to salvage some of our sorcerer's sundries. Maybe you'd be interested in taking a look?
No, my curiosity is actually piqued, so what are these sorcerer's sundries?
My sisters and I have been working on magical, alchemical, and downright infernal trinkets for years.
Not dangerous at all.
Thanks to sorcerer's sundries, anyone with coin can have sharper weapons, stronger armor, and shinier equipment.
To translate that to outgame terms, basically they sell quicksilver, diamond dust, and azure flint. And what that does is basically, depending on the rarity of your equipment, you need different amounts. The rarer, the more. But you can modify equipment so that it gets transformed to your level. So, like attribute boosts and things, they stay the same. That's a nice thing. But like armor bonuses are increased. Really, really useful, but hella expensive.
She clumsily proffers some paper. It slips through her fingers, but you manage to catch it mid-air.
I've been told I have the herald nose from my paternal side. I don't see it at all. I wouldn't either.
Here, Our leaflet has all the details you could ever want to know.
So, if I may ask, where are the rest of your sisters?
You'll find Demira in Driftwood and Donna in Arx. Dagmar, well, I don't quite know where she's got herself perched these days.
It's basically one sister in every act of the game.
Maybe you'll get to meet all of them on your travels. If you do see them.
Her brow furrows as she looks around the shelter. When she looks back at you, her eyes are glassy and devoid of hope.
Just tell them I'm safe. No matter what happens.
And Lavender glances at her shiny goods. Boy, they're hella expensive.
Oh, I know my wares are not cheap, but they are so very out of the ordinary. But listen, my sisters and I have a little game to lighten spirits in harsh times.
And that's the best thing, they have a game.
So, if I tell you a riddle and you can get the answer right, I'll give you a good discount. Deal?
Who would ever say no to a riddle? And the thing is, this one here I actually never encountered, because in my first Let's Play I turned on the gift bag mods somewhere in Act 2, I think. Sure, why not? Sounds like something to lighten the mood.
Oh, listen carefully now. I stand tall in the morning, I shrink in the afternoon, I disappear at midnight, but I'll be back very soon.
Sun, I guess. It rises in the morning and stands tall. The later it gets, it shrinks. And at midnight, it disappears. Was it something to do with time? No. I should think about if it could be like a clock handle, but they don't disappear at midnight. I would say sun so far.
What am I?
My self-respect. Shadow. Oh, shadow could also be. The lower the sun gets, shadows disappear. Until the morning. Yeah, because the sun is so low in the morning, you have very long shadows. And the higher the sun is, the smaller the shadows. Let's go with shadows. I think sun could also be a good answer. How about shadow?
Yes!
Nice.
You are the first one to ever get it right. No kidding. You get a prime discount on our sorcerer's sundries.
Nice. So, congrats, Juniper. Cool. It's still hella expensive. And what do we do if we don't disagree? If we don't agree on the prices? Steal it. Real life tips by Ethan. Don't agree with the price, and just go and steal. But always quick save before. Nice. Okay, I have to think about what I want.
Smoke and screams. Echoes
One
of
of
death.
steel. So they've got armor each turn.
Gareth, please come back.
Yeah, see, Tentacle Lash for Sebille is way worse, cause it scales with strength. Even though it doesn't say so.
Wished, bonny bairn, now don't you cry.
What I actually like is spread your wings,
The
because
birds
you
are
can
asleep,
fly
the
then.
moon's in the sky.
Besides that, I don't
The
think I
seven
would
watch
use
o'er us, you're safe in bed.
any of those.
So close your sweet
So,
eyes
we're going to go with
and
spread your
rest
wings.
your wee head.
Adrenaline, we know. Throwing knife is fun. Knife. Cloak and dagger, one of my favorite skills, because it's basically just teleport. So, I'm just looking before, because sometimes when you steal from them, after some time they walk away because they notice that you stole. So that's why I look at it before. Curious, what is that? Undeployed displacer trap. Okay,
Smoke
we are
and
going to go
screams.
for spread your
Echoes
wings,
of death.
a dagger,
Wish,
Dr.
Bonnie
Generous can be
Barton,
fun.
now don't you
Please come
cry.
back.
Torture knife is also fun.
The
Or just
birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky.
less talking, more stealing.
The seven watch o'er us, you're safe in bed.
Ooh, quite the nice
So close
shields.
your sweet eyes and rest
Have a nice
your wee
dagger.
head.
And once again, we are limited by weight. Go.
Goodbye, then.
Let's run.
Every...
He glanced at
Who
me.
the blazes are you?
Alright. So, now, at a safe distance,
The fog is lifting.
let's put those things we stole to use. Let's see if the shield is better than the one... Well, it's kind of similar to the one that Lohse has, but the single-handed is actually kind of nice. And I mean, don't say no to dodging. What does Perseverance do? Oh, it restores armor. That's kind of fun. Okay. Sebille. Let's do this, and let's also do a rune. So I think it just increases, yeah, the damage. What else do we have? Another nice shield. I'm going to give to Ifan.
I feel better.
Here we go. Yeah. We also have a necklace, so here we go. Here we go. Let's learn the skills we picked up. And I think now we can also have a look at all the amulets we have. You know, now we actually have 3 slots. So the Wit's Amulet for Sebille. Also get nicer shields for the rest.
Water, please. Water.
Oh,
I'm healed.
yeah. Ah. Anyway. Another Skull Amulet, which just awards some magical armor. So that's fun. And +1 Scoundrel. I want to do more damage. Let's go with the Scoundrel one, and we're going to give the Wits one to Ifan. I know, to Fane, just for a little bit in
I
initiative
feel
boost.
better.
Right.
Healed? I'm healed.
Just take another short look if there's something I want to buy, actually.
Sir Gareth, did you find any sign of him?
I think the boots might be nice. Thinking like, yeah, especially those trousers might be fun. So for you,
Wish, Bonnie Barton, now don't
they
you
all require
cry.
finesse.
The birds are asleep,
Plus finesse.
moon's in the sky.
And let's get
The
just
seven
some
watch o'er us,
nice equipment
you're
for
safe in
Sebille.
bed.
Smoke and screams. Echoes
Close
of
your
Let's
death.
go.
sweet eyes and rest.
And also want to see if we have something nice for Lohse.
Please come back.
I don't think so. I think I wouldn't really give too much, like too many polymorph skills to her. Because just like a hint of polymorphing is just perfect. Because besides that, I just want to go into warfare. Right, so... Still. Go, go.
Wish, Bonnie
Got
Barton,
the nice
now
armor.
don't you cry.
Like those leafy designs for the elves.
The birds are asleep, the moon's in the sky.
Okay, I think we did everything we can do at this camp. Should have talked to everyone. Ah, I didn't see from you.
Rest your wee head.
Smoke and screams.
That can't stand. Bye. That's the thing. Those items, they are freaking expensive. If you steal them, they're really cheap. Well, not cheap, but affordable. I mean, it's for free if you steal it, so that is affordable. Alright. So, did we look around here? I don't think so. So let's do that before I leave this place, and yeah, as usual, forget everything about it. Kinda hidden here behind the blacksmith. I think there even is something here. I don't think so. Oh, a dead magister? And a bottle of beer. Was it worth it? Depends on the brand of the beer. Okay, just before we leave, I want to see where our trusty hand points to. Just to that direction. Maybe here? Or... it kind of lines up with this mysterious cave. So much more to explore.